Hiya.
Hiya.
Hiya. My name is Kelli Taylor. Let me tell you how you spell it, because it's a really big part of who I am. You spell it like this, right? K-E-L-L-I, but the last I's upside down like an exclamation mark. I invented that. Yeah, I'm an hairdresser from 2017, City of Culture. Do you know where that is? Yeah, it is. Well done, yeah. You can't tell from my voice because I've got a regionless accent. My mum says, oh, you sound like a newsreader. I go, shut up. Anyway, so I've got a salon. It's called Hair Body, Hair Choice. It's feminist. We do loads of feminist things there, like waxing and vajazzling and anal bleaching. That's not on the menu, it's just I once had an accident with some sillet bang, but I couldn't argue with the results, you know. Yeah, we do everything there. We've actually got a bit of an offer on at the minute. We're doing eyebrows 2 for 1. So we do 3 styles. We do angry, surprised and confused. They're your main ones, aren't they, really? Yeah, we've also got a promotion on. I thought of it. I don't even go to school for that sort of thing. It's just that I'm a natural promoter. Anyway, it says in window, come in for a full makeover, and if you're not 100% satisfied, I, Kelli Taylor, will send you and a loved one for a city break to any European city of your choice. The clever bit is, though, you'll like this. Right at the bottom, in tiny little letters, it just says, no, I won't. Right? I know. I thought of that. Do you know my friend Jackie? Anyway, let me tell you who works for me. There's me and there's Jackie Price, JP, J Pizzle, J Dog, Star Jack Enterprise, Jackie Price, Jackson the Giant Price, Jackie Poppins. Do you know her? Yeah. Good, because she knows you. Anyway, she was supposed to be coming with me tonight, but she video chats me last minute. Do people video chat you?
Once in a while.
Do they? Well, they do me. Anyway, she video calls me and she goes, I can't come out tonight, Kel, I'm depressed. I said to her, you're not depressed, you're lazy. Now, I've seen enough memes to know that the cure for depression is walk in a forest. And I said to her, you want to get up? She says, I can't, I'm too depressed. You don't know what it's like because you've never been depressed. I said, that's right, I've never been depressed. Because I don't have time to be depressed. I wish I had time to be depressed, but I tell you what, if I was depressed, I wouldn't spend my time being depressed. I'd probably go for a walk in the forest. Anyway, she's upset because she's found herself newly single after 10 years. And I'm trying to be a good friend with all the, you didn't need him, he was holding you back, he was only an estate agent, you know, but she's really, really milking it. She is. I thought she'd cheer up after the funeral, but she ain't. And I said to her, look, I don't mind you getting depressed, but when you get depressed, you get fat. And when you get fat, you get eczema. And when you get eczema, you won't wear a long-sleeve top. And I'm the one that has to look at it, so I know who the real victim is here. Anyway, you see, it's the way she tells the story. The way she tells it, you'd think it was a big tragedy, but it was... But you didn't hear it from me. She's all like, oh, he hung himself. I said, pictures are hung, people are hanged. She's quite thick as Jackie. So I said to her, it's his own fault. It's like, if you can't enjoy something nice without adding an element of danger, it's like me saying I love a fondant fancy, but only at the top of an electricity pylon. Eventually I'm going to ruin my hair, aren't I? Anyway, I don't just work in salon. I go out and about. Do you know Mrs. Risby? Have you ever been to an old people's home?
Yeah.
No, they stink. They are. But they don't mind, which I think's lovely. So I go see Mrs. Risby because she can't come see me, you know, because her legs are like knick-knacks now. So... It's horrible. And I walked in, first time I saw her, I said, can everybody see her? You know, because she looks like her own ghost. So she's got that real thin skin, you know, like grease-proof paper. When she sits back in the chair, you can see the pattern of the fabric through her neck. I won't watch her eating. Makes me sick. Anyway, I walks in and I go, "Hello, Mrs. Risby, my name is Kelli Taylor. Let me tell you how I spell it. It's K-E-L-L-I, but the last I is upside down like an exclamation mark. I'm going to make you look beautiful." And she said, "Kelli, will you dye me hair auburn?" We think that's what she says. Nobody knows what she says. Could be anything. "Who are you? Stop touching my head. Get off." Anything. Well, I won't dye her hair in the traditional sense, you know, because I'm frightened her head comes off in sync. So what I do is I just get a Sharpie marker and colour it in individual. It takes me 5 minutes. She only got 3 hairs. One of them's growing out a little wart on her forehead. I just backcomb it and spray it. "So you look beautiful, Mrs. Risby." And she always gives me a massive tip. Well, I give myself one because I know where she keeps her handbag. It's good, isn't it? It's really good. People said, "You shouldn't have done that, Kelli, you shouldn't have done that." But, I mean, who was she going to leave it to? Her daughter. Daughter's disabled. What's she going to spend the money on, you know, wheelchairs? She's already got one, so better off in my pocket. I used it to get some stand-up tanning booths. So there. Anyway, you didn't know me when I was pregnant, did you? Right. I don't know if you know this about me, but I'm a bit psychic. Right, when I was pregnant, I thought it was a girl at first, and I didn't narrow it down to 3 girls' names, you'll like these. It was either going to be Diazepam or Concertina, Spanish, or Fontanelle, but spelt with a pineapple emoji. But one day I was just out shopping for jackets and the name Blazer hit me like a tin of beans. That's why I knew it was a boy, because Blazer's a boy's name, isn't it? Do you want to know how I spell it? I'll tell you how I spell it. BLAYZAH exclamation mark, but it's all in capitals. It's mint written down. Yeah. I've just actually found out he's autistic. I was real excited at first, but it's not the good kind. I can't take him to Vegas or out. You know, not unless there's a new game where he can sit on his own in a dark room swaying backwards and forwards naming serial killers in order of victims. He'd love that. But isn't it nice that we know about things like that? Because when I was a kid, we didn't know nothing about things like that. Like, my Auntie Anne was just a woman whose ornaments all had to face the same way. I found out she actually had OCD, which is disabilitating. And my Uncle John couldn't go outside. He was petrified of leaving the house. And I found out he's actually a registered paedophile, so it's probably that. Still breaks your heart though, doesn't it? Yeah. Do you know what vajazzling is? Mucky can. Well, we do vajazzling. Jackie loves a vajazzle. She won't be doing it now, she's single. But if you don't know what a vajazzle is, it's where you come in and we get rid of all that bit off top. Just get rid of that, so don't need it. And then we put gems on it. And we do 3 styles. We do full mound, half mound and flaps. Now, Jackie always went full mound and flaps, which I don't mind doing if I've got time. But she's got quite a big whatnot. It's like, have you ever had a ham baguette? No, shut up. It's not like that. Have you ever read a book in the bath? And then you drop the book in the bath. And then you dry the book over a radiator. And then it dries funny and you can't shut the book again because all the pages are like that. Looks like that. Don't say anything to her, will you, because it'll kill her. Anyway, it's good, isn't it? We're having a nice time, aren't we? I know. Anyway, so yeah. So what else do I know? Oh yeah, do you know Leanne? Do you know Leanne? Leanne Atkinson?
I might.
Yeah, right. Well, the thing is, I was supposed to be going to Ingrid Bergman's Anne Summers party. Do you know Ingrid Bergman? Wears too much makeup.
You do.
Yeah, you do, yeah. Curly black hair, too much makeup. Looks like he put a clown and a prostitute in a blender. Well, I was supposed to be going to her hen night, her Anne Summers party, but I couldn't go right? Because I was going to Leanne's hen night, and we was all going dressed as sexy prisoners of war, right? And all the groomsmen were going dressed as the Third Reich. Because, well, the thing is, Leanne had done some ancestry, and she wanted to, do something nice for her granddad, which I think is lovely. Now, I actually have done my ancestry, and I found out I'm 4% Ghanaian. You can't tell unless I'm dancing. Anyway. So I couldn't go, right? But Tammy said it was a brilliant night. But Tammy can have a good night. Anyway, she had a sing-along in the back of the police van, when she got done for it in that old man. She said he jumped in front of my car, but he was halfway across the zebra crossing when she hit him, so who are you going to believe? It got thrown out in the end. Apparently it's against the law to have a three-way with the arresting officer and the judge. I don't know, I'm not a solicitor. Anyway, shush. So, don't interrupt, it's rude. So, the thing is, she's upstairs at the end of the night, and I don't know if you know how on Summer's parties work, but you get all your girlfriends round and you sell silky undies and sex toys. And the more you sell, the more commission you make. And she'd made loads of commission because all her friends are slags. Right. And she'd bought 2 snap crotch teddies in 2 completely different sizes, because her weight fluctuates. She's one of these, nom, 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 but you didn't hear it from me. So she's upstairs at the end of the night, washing her face. It's taking ages, like I say, she looks like a whore. And very good friend of mine. And her husband comes home, Jeff. I call him Big Daft Jeff because he's got a brain injury. He comes upstairs and he says, "Who's that bloke downstairs?" And she goes, "There ain't a bloke downstairs. What are you on about?" And he goes, "There is." And she goes, "There ain't." And he goes, "There is there." And she goes, "There ain't there." And he goes, there is a bloke downstairs. And she goes, "There ain't." Anyway, this goes on 20 minutes. And he says in the end, "I swear on my children's eyes there's a man downstairs." He ain't seen them kids for 14 years. So they go downstairs, but she puts a towel on her hair, because her hair's wet. So she goes downstairs and she goes, "Where's this bloke then?" And he goes like this, right? "He was there, but he points at nothing." I'm getting goosebumps here, yo, right? And she goes, "There ain't no one there." And he goes, "I know, but there was." And she goes, "But there ain't now," right? And then they Google their address. Get this. 5 years ago, almost to that month, a man died 6 doors down. I love stuff like that, don't you? Found it real scary. I'm looking at my watch, but I'm not bored. Right, let me tell you this real quick. Right, when my grandma was little, she had a brother called Graham, and he died when he was 5. And from the second he died, he never left her side. And when she died, he started following me, and I didn't even know I had a spirit following me, not until I was on a hen night in Amsterdam in 2011. And I was just minding my own business, and then a tram missed me by that much. I was just stood there going, "Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God," and the tram driver was hanging out the window going, "Oh my God, oh my God," but in Amsterdamian. This man came up behind me and he got me a brandy because he could see I was visibly shaking. And he said to me, "Millions of people die outside this bar every year. You must have someone looking out for you." I said, "Yes, I do. Graham." It was so ironic, I literally died of shock. And I'm not one to be dramatic, but I said to my friend Sue, who was psychic Sue, I said, "Do you think that was Graham?" And she said, "Yes, I do." And I trust her 110% because she's the one that told me to go work for Laura. You don't know Laura. Even though it got really nasty and she had to call the police, that's where I met other Laura and I went to work there. That salon did everything, manicures, pedicures, tanning booths, a lot. And Sue said to me, "Sometimes the spirits have a wicked sense of humour, but everything happens for a reason." Which I find reassuring in a lot of ways because there's a lot of things in heaven and earth you can't explain. Like reflexology and Reiki and magnets. Have you ever had a sty in your eye? Yes. Yeah, you have. Yeah, you can tell. Yeah, did you have bangs? Listen to me talking American. It's really a fringe. Stop showing off. Anyway. So, right, my nana, she would rub a ring on your eye and then 5 days later your sty would be better. Unless it got worse, because sometimes it will. But you'll not be able to read about that in any medical journal or science book, and I'll tell you for why. Government. They're lying about 9/11. They caused Diana's death. And they're lying about UFOs, and I've got proof. Not proof, but my friend Jackie's seen an alien. I haven't seen an alien, but I have seen spirits. Too many spirits. But Sue said some people have this aura that attracts them, and I've got it. And I first thought, oh my God, first I find I got a wheat intolerance. And now this, it could only happen to me. Anyway, let me tell you this before I go. You know Psychic Sue. I've told her to spell her Sue with a P now, so I think. Anyway, do you not know her? Anyway, so fancy road, didn't I? Anyway. She comes into my salon every 2 weeks. She says she's recharging our chakras, but I'm just waxing her tash. But you didn't hear it from me. Anyway, she comes in and she says, oh, will you trim my hair? And I say, I will, because you look like a tramp. And she sits on the chair, and then I start looking at her hair, She gets her phone out. She opens the phone. And it's a link to a website called pedohunters.com. Right? I'm just giving it knit nurse because I'm... Right? She opens the link. It's Bill. And Bill's sitting there on the park bench. You're not bothered? So he's devastated. It doesn't bother you at all? Her husband's sitting on a park bench with vacuum nail. Oh, well. Anyway, so she's like this, and the camera walks up to her. And he goes, hey, you, are you Big Boy Bill at 69hotmail.com? And he goes, no, but you can tell it is. And he goes, have you been talking to a 12-year-old boy? And he goes, no. You can tell he has. And then he says, who's that Happy Meal for? And he goes, it's for me. You can tell it ain't. Right? And with that, he gets up and legs it. And the fellow with the camera chasing him behind, and he's going, hey, Big Boy Bill at 69hotmail.com. Why are you running? And he goes, like this, just chased off. He goes, oi, you, why are you talking to 12-year-old kids? Can I have that Happy Meal if it's going begging? And with that, he just leaps over a fence and he's gone. Sue's in pieces. She don't know what she's more upset about. The fact that her husband's a nonce, or the fact he's not really confined to a wheelchair. Real big day for Sue. Anyway, I think that's me done now. I'm sick of it. So, anyway, if you want to follow me on social media, you can. I'm not bothered if you do or you don't, because I've got loads going on in my life right now, so I won't even notice. Because I've got loads of friends, got loads of things in the pipeline, so whatever. But my name's Kelli Taylor, and I've been wonderful.
A huge round of applause for Kelli Taylor!